Welcome to Soul Strong Tarot. We are going to be looking at the current situation for our Soul Strong subscribers. As I pull out the cards today, I have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, the Ten of Wands in the reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles in the upright. To me, this appears to be a work situation. And it feels like an energy of maybe trying to do it all on your own, feeling overloaded, burdened, working like, Eight of Pentacles, you're really hard at work, you're trying to learn new skills, you're trying to do everything you know to do, you're working very hard at this. And then you have a Queen of Wands here. And a Queen of Wands, when she's in the upright, she's a very good leader. She's very supportive. But in the reverse, this Queen can be quite self-centered and self-serving. So this may be a situation you find yourself in at work where you feel, and all of these, these energies feel quite feminine. You may be surrounded by a lot of females at work. I also feel, as I'm looking at these cards and just tapped into that energy, a lot of arguing, a lot of just backbiting and talking and gossiping and hate. Like a lot of hateful energy surrounding the situation. You may be even feeling that someone is out to sabotage you or out to make you look bad in front of others. This Queen of Wands in the reverse can be someone who, to make themselves look good or to look smarter than, this Queen actually feels a little bit intimidated, a little threatened by your way of being and by the way you are and how you work. And oftentimes someone in this position can throw you under the bus at any chance they get. Very resistant, very bad attitude, not wanting anyone else to, just threatened by your leadership abilities. So let's see what we are looking at here. So tell me a little bit more about this Queen of Wands, please. Tell me a little bit more about this Queen of Wands who is threatened by your abilities and capabilities. We have the Hermit. Healing, solitude, inner work. Let me just see what I feel coming off of this card. I actually feel, I know this isn't a card that usually speaks of secrecy, but I kind of feel like I'm going within and I'm keeping a lot of things to myself. I may be not sharing these feelings, but even though I'm not sharing them, it's coming out in behaviors. That's what I get from this Queen of Wands. I think that this person knows that they're doing this. They know this about themselves, but they're just not evolved enough to be able to control that behavior. There's a lot of deep pains within this person. Stored pain that they have not released yet. And you just happen to be the person who is triggering all this for them. Probably at some point, your two souls agreed that you would come along and push this button for this person. And this person knows it. A hermit will go inside and really work on themselves and really try to illuminate those spaces. So this may be someone who, even though they're acting quite horrible, they know it. Like on the inside, even though they may never admit it on the outside, they know this and they know what they're doing is not okay, but they don't know how to stop themselves. So let's look at your energy as this Ten of Wands, who's feeling kind of really heavy burdened and overloaded and just trying to do everything and not feeling very supported. So we got a Knight of Cups in the reverse. I'm feeling quite the emptiness here. Empty promises, empty, your energy is empty, just not getting good offers here. There's also a masculine energy that is circling the cards. That's how I see it. It's circling, as in this masculine energy is watching this whole show go down and is observing from the outside what's happening here. And I have to pick. That's the phrase that I heard. I have to pick. I have to choose one. And I'm watching and I'm just kind of seeing who's the last one standing almost. I'm seeing what's going to happen here between this dynamic. And that just seems, I don't really like that energy. It just seems, yeah, I don't, just the feeling that I get, I don't really like it. Let's look at this Eight of Pentacles. Give me a little clarity. Give me a little more information about this Eight of Pentacles. What is being, so much work being put into it. Trying. A lot of invested energy here in this work. And I get the Seven of Cups in the reverse. You know, the Seven of Cups in the upright talks about choices, having choices. And I almost feel like someone's hands are tied here, as in, I just feel like I don't really have a choice in any of this. And a lot of it that I'm being shown and offered as being a choice really isn't a choice. Like, they're saying, oh no, you have choices, you get to choose, between A and B. And it's like, how is that a choice? They're both kind of the same result or the same outcome. They both don't feel good. Neither one is something that is favorable to me. I think there's a lot of self-serving behavior going on here in the situation that you are finding yourself in. So now that we see the situation, let's look now at, because on this channel I really want to help you see that you can affect your current situation with shifting your thoughts and coming away from lower vibrational thoughts. So let's ask the question, if you stay thinking along the lines that you're thinking what you're thinking, if you keep thinking what you're thinking, what is the future outcome of this situation? So let's look at that now. If you keep thinking the way you're thinking, if you don't change anything about your current thoughts, your current attitude, your current mentality, if you just keep along these lines, what is the future outcome of this situation? What is the future outcome of this situation? I also just heard someone at work does have your back. All right, let's see. We got the Two of Pentacles first. We're looking at the path of the future situation. If you just keep thinking what you're thinking and do not change any attitude or mentality. Of course, I don't know how you're thinking. Maybe you have a positive attitude here. I'm not sure, but we're going to see if you don't change anything. Okay, so if you don't change a single thing about the way you think about this situation, we have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Tower. With the Two of Pentacles, you know, the Two of Pentacles talks about balance and trying to balance out the situation, you're juggling, you're really trying, like time management, you're trying to hold it all together. I just saw someone's there's a mother energy surrounding someone, watching over them, trying to help them. Just throwing that in there. I saw that peeping around the back of this card. You're doing what I used to do. That's what she's saying to you right now. It's like, yeah, you got that from me, or you think you've got to hold it all together just like I did, and you're really trying, you just keep thinking to yourself, well, if I just manage my time better, I can handle this. And she's saying, yeah, that's kind of not saying time management is a bad thing at all. Like, time management is a wonderful thing, but stressing yourself out and barely hanging on and doing things at the detriment of yourself and sacrificing your own energy and your own well-being for something, work related, it's just not, you're working yourself to death. That's what she's like. You really just had and this is probably for a small percentage of you, but someone's mother just came in and said, you're really hurting yourself here. And you got that from me, and I'm sorry that you watched me do that same behavior, but it's not a healthy behavior. Ace of Cups is on this path. So on this path of, if you don't change your mentality at all about your current work situation, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups can be a very positive card, as in, it's a connection to your subconscious mind, to that creativity coming up and overflowing, and there it is. There it looks like an idea or a gift of an idea, or something comes up for you on this path. But then on top of that is the Tower. And this doesn't always have to be a negative, but it is about release. So a release will happen. It could be an aha moment that Spirit helps you have, of like, oh wow, I see what I need to do now. I see that this isn't healthy for me. I see that, this is self-destructive behavior, keeping myself in this situation. And Spirit helps you tear this whole situation down. Okay? So that's path A, if you do not change your mentality at all. Now, if you raise your vibration, if you were to raise your vibration, let's just look. Because sometimes I like to see, even with the highest vibration we can hold, is this situation worth staying in? Should we stay? Should we go? Like, even if you change your vibration and you're on the highest vibration possible, and you're holding the highest thoughts about this work situation, and you have no ego involved at all, you're just there and you're just doing your thing, what is the path? Page of Cups in the reverse. What is the path if they hold the highest vibration about this work situation? What is the path if they hold the highest vibration about this work situation? What is the path if they hold the highest possible vibration? And those all came out pretty fast, and they're all in the reverse. So we have the Page of Cups, we have the Chariot, and we have the Eight of Cups. And all of these are reversed. So Page of Cups in the reverse is a creative block. As in, so whatever you have been thinking, if you hold the highest vibration, meaning the thoughts that you do have, if you do think anything about your job at all, if you're thinking anything about it, you're choosing a positive thought. That's how you raise your vibration. You're choosing to not entertain those negative thoughts of the ego, and you're choosing to entertain positive thoughts. It looks like through that shift, and I know that it kind of feels contradictory, but we're going to get to how this is going to play out. It even if you hold the vibration you have right now, as we just looked at, it still looks like you're led to a place where a lot of this stuff, you have an enlightenment about some things. things are illuminated, and a gift happens for you, and you know, you learn to stop trying to do it all or feel like you're the one that has to pick up the slack at the sacrifice of yourself. So you learn that even if you just stay the course, you're going to get that out of this experience. However, if you change your thoughts to the highest possible level, and you hold on to consciousness, it looks like things start to shut down faster than they would if you go down the path that you're on right now, holding the mentality you hold now. So it's like almost immediately all creative, it's like no more ideas are coming. Like this is ending. Like it just ends. You come up above this situation to a place where you're not in the creative mode. There is nothing coming through. The Chariot comes up next on the path, and it's in the reverse also. So it's like this stops. Like it all just stops here. Like there's major roadblocks start to come up. So this isn't stuff that you're doing as far as things you're saying. It's the universe, the divine plan opens up for you faster, like on a more accelerated level when you shift your vibration. So you almost just become an automatic, you're not a vibrational match to this anymore. Like at all. And so everything stops. The creativity stops. There's blocks in movement and success, and like the journey is just, it's just, this work situation is just ending. And then you have the Eight of Cups. And this puts you into contact with the mental barriers that tune out your deeper feelings, meaning you're now able to hear your heart. You're now able to hear, everybody's like, follow your heart, now you're able to hear that. Now you're able to get in touch with that. And it's like, oh, wow. So either path, if you stay this course, one just looks faster than the other. If you stay the course, it looks like, it eventually does come to that path of enlightenment, but you still kind of do that old behavior that somebody's mother also had. This behavior. This won't be for everybody, but someone specifically listening has a mom in spirit who is saying, you're doing what I used to do. And so it looks like the situation comes to an end either way. If you raise your vibration, if you step into consciousness, which means you're not listening to the ego and its judgments and its criticisms, and it's talking about whoever this Queen of Wands in the reverse is, that's really giving you, very threatened and very jealous of you. This whole work situation shifts if you raise your vibration to a point where you are now listening to your heart. You're in tune with your heart. You're able to follow that, because as far as choices, it's just done. Like something happens that puts everything at a creative and progressive standstill. Like nothing is moving forward until you're connected to your heart, and then it goes. So this isn't just you personally. It just feels like the whole work environment, something puts it on pause and allows you to step into your heart space and move forward from there. Let me see if there are any final messages from Spirit, any final messages regarding this situation. If you need assistance with stepping more into your consciousness and understanding what that is, I will link some videos in the description that you can listen to. final words from Spirit are the Seven of Wands. Accept the challenge. You have the courage. I know you're feeling on the defense. I know you're feeling like you're constantly having to look over your back and protect yourself and defend yourself and explain yourself. And yeah, it's just exhausting. Exhausting. And you can shift this. You can shift this. You are divinely protected. You are divinely guided. You've got someone's got their mom here trying to help them out. And there's someone, that male energy that's kind of circling this. Maybe in the comments, if you know what this is, let me know. I'm not, when I kind of feel into the energy, it's almost like this person kind of enjoys the drama. I don't know if there's more going on here than just a work situation. Maybe a little bit of office romance or something like that. But this male energy just feels like he enjoys the competition of the females, and I don't like it. I don't feel very good or positive. When I see that energy circling this. So this could be someone who actually encourages this behavior or provokes it or tries to keep it going, and that's just not a healthy situation at all for you. There's so many cards here of creativity. There's so many good ideas. There's so much for you to offer, and for you to be in an environment such as this, it's not conducive to thriving and to you operating from that heart space. However, you can shift this pretty quickly through stepping up into that conscious place. A lot of things are just going to it's going to be quick, like everything just stops and you're amazed. It's like, really? And that's because you're no longer a vibrational match to this sideshow that's going on here, this drama that's happening here. You're just not a match for it anymore. And so it just all comes to this abrupt put on the brakes, and then it gives you space to open up and actually see very clearly what your heart's been saying to you this whole time. And then you're able to move forward from there and step out of this Seven of Wands energy where you're always feel like you're in the defensive mode, or in having to guard yourself, guard your heart, guard your mind, guard everything just to be able to survive in this environment. So you can end this. It's up to you. Spirit is saying they're going to help you out either way. One way is just a little bit faster, and it's something that you can do if you choose to do it. I hope this has helped you. If you haven't liked and subscribed, thank you so much for doing that now, and I'll see you on the next one.